The delay in justice for the Grenfell Tower victims is a poignant symbol of failure in the British justice system, in the British courts, in the British parliamentary system in Britain. 7 years after the fire that claimed 72 lives, bereaved families and survivors are still awaiting accountability, proper justice. The industry has still not stripped the high-rise blocks of dangerous fabric. And this is a situation that the victims attribute to the extensive public inquiry that followed. And while the inquiry aimed to uncover the causes and prevent future disasters, many of them have argued that it's hindered criminal prosecutions and has delayed justice and has silenced the voices that need to be heard. The inquiry, announced by the then Prime Minister Theresa May in 2017, that's before Brexit actually took place, was intended to bring transparency, but for many, it has been a source of frustration. Bereaved individuals such as Karim Khaloufi, whose sister died in the fire, have voiced concerns that the inquiry was imposed without consulting the victims, leading to prolonged legal limbo. And this sentiment is shared by others like Hissam Choker, who lost 6 family members and feels that the inquiry, while useful in its findings, has come at the cost of timely prosecutions. It's just been a delaying factor in practice. And the emotional toll is evident, with survivors expressing anger over the perceived lack of urgency in holding those responsible to account. And history seems to be repeating itself with the Post Office inquiry and the Windrush offers. All rhetoric and no reality. All fluff and torn knickers. And the families continue to call for criminal charges, particularly manslaughter, but face further delays as the Crown Prosecution Service is not expected to reach decisions for another 2 years. Another 2 years. And yet, at the same time, the justice system can act swiftly when it wants to, and when the former Crown prosecution man is ensconced in number 10. It makes one wonder, doesn't it? While there is a collective call for justice, the lengthy legal process has deepened the anguish for many, making it unclear when or if true accountability will be achieved. If true safety will actually be rolled out across the system. If true justice will actually be done. And this delay underscores this larger issue, the gap between the institutional promises of justice and the lived experience of the victims. So as calls for accountability grow louder, it is imperative that the legal process is expedited, ensuring that those responsible for this tragedy are held accountable in the manner that victims and their families deserve, and that proper compensation is on offer and is made available. And it shouldn't be for the victims to come begging for help. That help should be offered by the system, by our country.